We watched a movie last night. Uh,
Uh-huh.
I just wanted to put on a fun movie, right? Because Ani was doing stuff. She's working on a cat tree. She's building a second cat tree. Ani's cat trees are fucking amazing. I'm gonna post it when it's done, so you'll see it on my personal shit. But beautiful that like a wealthy person would pay like a $2,000 for. Just solid wood, covered, upholstered platforms, good looking, stained, good looking stuff. She's building another one for our kitchen, for like the dining room area to get the fucking cats off the counter. Um, and I was like, okay, I got some free time after work. I'm gonna relax and put on a movie that just is fun and stupid and whatever. I was scrolling through all this stuff on the streaming, and I see Small Soldiers, and I'm like, oh, that's a
Amazing.
movie I've been wanting to like rewatch.
Yeah, I haven't thought about or saw that movie in so long. Um, I remember like liking it as like, as a youngin for sure,
Totally. But I
you
was like,
know?
there's no way this can be good. I mean, I didn't even question it. I wanted to watch it because I knew it wouldn't be good or worth paying attention to. I thought I
Yeah,
would.
there's no way.
Uh, and then as it started, it starts like this.
Worldwide leader in high-tech. Globotech Industries, long recognized as the worldwide leader in high-tech weaponry, is now reaching even higher. Under the leadership of CEO Bill Mars, Globotech engineers are
Dennis
blazing the
Leary.
trail into tomorrow's most exciting market sector. Introducing advanced battlefield technology into consumer products for the whole family.
so so I saw that part and my neck like did whip, I like snapped up from my phone or whatever else I was
Amazing.
looking at, because if you couldn't hear it, sorry if the volume's too low, but it's a Globotech fake company advertisement about how they're uh spreading their uh they're spreading from the private military contractor or public military contracting, building weapons to personal home products. And it's meant to be like a
That's
satire.
awesome.
It's meant to
Yeah.
be, but it's like what do you think GE is? Like this is like that's a GE or fucking Pentium. Like I'm sure Pentium develops chips for the government. Um, I was just like, damn, this is. I could tell this is might be a little funnier than I anticipated.
Yours will enjoy
Yeah,
the
that's
same
that's
high-quality
pleasing.
standards as demanded by the U.S. Defense Department. As private
Hell
sector
yeah.
This is so fucking funny. It's like showing missiles in some like housing, machine giant missile machine gun spindle. And
as demanded by the U.S.
finally
Defense
your family
Department.
can get the same standards as demanded by the US Department of Defense.
I mean, aren't you a sucker for when like you're told something is military grade?
Totally.
I'm like, oh yeah,
Totally.
give me that. Give me that. It's military grade
Turning swords
keychain?
into
Give me that.
plowshares for you and your family.
And the tagline at the end of it was Globotech, turning swords into plowshares for your entire community.
Amazing. I
Except it's
love
more
that.
like turning plowshares into swords. You're turning like all the consumer home products into agents of the state,
Yeah.
into killing, killing adjacent, killing machine adjacent. So I was watching this and it comes up. Do you know who directed this?
Mm-mm.
Oh man, now I'm spacing on his name. Uh, Joe Dante, the same guy who directed Gremlins and Gremlins 2.
So he has a
This is
type of movie
this is
which is like evil
essentially,
toys.
well, he did like The Burbs. He's done live action, all entirely live action stuff. But this is like Gremlins 3, because the
Yeah.
plot of Small Soldiers, if you haven't seen it, it's about an evil company flippantly putting their weapons grade microchips into toy soldiers who then have AI and eliminate the competition which is this race of monsters that are like the nerds. The monsters are the nerds cannon fodder for the elite commando squad. The first, the leader of which is voiced by, what's his name? Not James Earl Jones. The guy from The Fugitive,
Tommy
and Men
Lee
in Black.
Jones? Tommy Lee
Lee
Jones?
Jones. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Voiced by Tommy Lee Jones. David Cross plays the nerd sensitive scientist who develops the monster toys that want to learn to get back to their home planet, so the child will learn along with them, and they just get to be, like I said, just strafing fire across it from the elite commandos, and they're really like the Na'vi. They're like the Na'vi people against the Marines, except they're not 7 feet tall.
The cast is kind of tight. Like Tommy Lee Jones, Phil Hartman,
Dude.
David Cross.
Oh yeah, Phil Hartman is in it. Phil Hartman's so good in it. I have a clip of Phil Hartman here that I'll show everybody.
Phil's name in the movie is Phil Fimple.
Okay, this is the scene where the small soldiers. Oops, I didn't want to do that.
For anybody who's watching, doesn't want spoilers, there's spoilers right here. So if you want to pause the stream and come back, like walk out of the room and come back in a minute, you're gonna, that way you don't have to watch the Phil Hartman scene.
This is when the elite commando squad. Oh, and also I should say it's I shouldn't do this. I can't even remember their names. The animation guy who did like Star Wars animation.
Oh, didn't George Lucas just do all of Star Wars?
Yeah,
Didn't
that's
everything-
true,
okay.
actually.
That's what I thought.
Oh, it wasn't Phil Tippett. Who am I thinking of? Okay, I'll just type in small soldiers.
Yeah. What's sad is it only has a 49% tomato meter,
Yeah. It's kind
a
of bad.
45% audience score.
It's kind of bad, but it's good. The animation is really good. Give me the fucking information about the movie. Stan Winston. Thank you. Jesus Christ. It's Stan Winston did the animation of the little soldiers. But like this,
Yeah.
there is stuff that's CGI, and the CGI stuff looks kind of crazy. Look at the soundtrack, Tony. Look at the soundtrack to Small Soldiers.
I remember there being some like kind of cool like songs, because this was around the same time there was like, wasn't this around the same time as like the Godsmack like army commercials?
Yeah, maybe a
Okay, I
little
remember
earlier.
War was a big song in there. War by
Okay.
War.
No, War by Bone Thugs and Harmony with Henry Rollins, Tom Morello,
Wait,
and
what?
Flea.
What?
Another One
What?
Bites the Dust.
What?
Small Soldiers remix. Queen featuring Wyclef Jean.
Oh my God!
Love is a
What? This is
Battlefield
amazing.
by Pat Benatar and Queen Latifah. Look up that one.
What?
Let me see if I can just get the audio from this. I don't know if it's gonna kill the stream or not.
That sounds incredible. I've talked about. I think I talked about the last stream. I'm just reeling the Queen Latifah right now. I'm still watching Living
it's
Single.
good. It's a
Of
good
course,
song.
it's good. Queen Latifah has no bad songs. People forget.
No, they have the soundtrack on Spotify, but it's just the originals. It's not the covers.
Oh, that's
Man, I
fucking
wonder-
bullshit.
Let me see if it's on.
Is it on YouTube?
I don't know if I can play YouTube while I'm doing this. I don't think it likes doing that. Okay, Queen Latifah, Pat Benatar.
Man, the Another One Bites the Dust sounds amazing.
Benatar,
We are young,
Benatar.
Latifah,
heartache to heartache. We stand.
stand strong, baby. No promises, no demands. Don't start none, won't be none. Love is a battlefield.
This goes
Fucking good.
So baby, can't nobody separate us except us. And it done been a few to come along and test us. All the envious,
Wow.
they love to stress us. Even under pressure,
Wow.
bless us, it's just us. Everybody wanted to be us when they see us. We was the type to be all over.
Oh,
each other.
that
We
guitar.
lost No matter where we was, only we could beat us. We got a strong love, but we need trust.
It's so good.
We need that trust. Trust. Only thing
It's
that
so
can
good.
feed us. You know what I'm saying? Ha.
It's crazy thing that works so well. I love that beat. That fucking drum beat under it, that like halftime drum beat works so fucking well. That like groovy. Oh man.
Like, there was a point in time where you could not mail it in for a soundtrack. You had to have original songs on it. And like, honestly, this would have been mailing it in because they probably would have like, you know, doing a cover is easier than making an original song. But I mean, this has got to be, this is up there with the Diddy Pink Floyd.
That dude.
You know?
Okay. No, Diddy Led Zeppelin.
Diddy Led Zeppelin. Sorry.
No, that's okay.
You know.
I just importantly, because Led Zeppelin is like famous for never licensing their songs. They, you know, not like the Beatles, not like the Rolling Stones, not like the Who, like every other classic rock era band just like gave out licensing. Led Zeppelin, like, notoriously difficult. They're on this soundtrack. It's, what is it? Communication Breakdown. Where is it? Yeah, okay, there it is. Because you hear that in the movie. You hear what the girl in this Small Soldiers movie is literally says, "I'm not like other girls because I listen to Led Zeppelin." Sorry, she says, "I listen
True.
to Led Zeppelin," and the boy says, "Wow, you're not like other girls." And I screamed in Ani's ear because literally she
Ani
was
said
like,
to you when you guys met.
Ani was like mad, like she had a right to be mad because of how loud I screamed, because she says, "I listen to Led Zeppelin," and then I said, "Oh, you're not like other girls, I guess," and then he said it, and I flipped. It was so good. But
That's awesome.
yeah, they're on this soundtrack. Do we want to hear the Bone Thugs and Harmony Henry Rollins
absolutely.
Flea War? Okay.
Oh, this is tight because this is like Rollins band era Henry Rollins. You know, this
Oh my
is a
God,
good time.
There's a music video for it. I don't think I can put it on screen though.
I wonder what it would be like.
Oh my
sail on an
fucking
ocean.
God. Oh my God. Holy shit.
that
I
Henry
gotta try
Rollins
and put
talking
this
in the
on
beginning?
screen. Yeah, and he's on screen. I gotta try to put this on screen because you guys won't
Give me
believe
that.
it.
Give me that.
All right, this is worth downing the video if it happens.
I wonder what it would be like to sail on an ocean of the bitter tears of those who lost their loved ones to a stranger.
If you're just listening to this, Henry Rollins is like a diesel mechanic on a steamship, and he's got dirt all over his face, and he's holding on to like two bars. You know, he's got his hands up, and he's just like staring intently at the camera while he says, "What did he say?"
I wonder what
I
it would be
wonder
like
what it would be
to
like
sail on an
to
ocean.
sail on an ocean of the bitter tears of those who lost their loved ones to a stranger.
How many stadiums could you fill with all the people killed in war? Now you look me in my eyes and tell me what it's good for.
Oh my God. And as he's saying this
Amazing.
directly into the camera, you get footage of the head Small Soldier's mouth moving like he's the one delivering this anti-war preamble to war by war.
They kind of blew it by not just casting Henry Rollins as one of the main guys.
Holy shit. Okay, let me see how this is doing, if it's still going.
Yeah, we're good. We're good.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, is this an official video? Yeah,
It
I
would
think
have
it
to
is.
be.
Yeah.
It would have to be. Oh fuck. Okay, he wasn't in a steamship. He's inside a mech. He's inside the mech, and the general, originally voiced by Tommy Lee Jones, is the mech suit that. Wow.
Wow.
That Henry Rollins is
So
operating.
Avatar is not inspired by Small Soldiers. It's inspired by the music video for War off the Small Soldiers soundtrack, featuring Bone Thugs and Harmony. And they're like the main credit for this. I can't wait to hear them. I can't wait to hear the bars.
The elite commando is boxing the monster. I can't remember what the monsters, Gorgonites, I think they're called.
There you go. I think you're
It's
right.
like a CGI boxing ring. They look like Rock'em Sock'em robots. But what? These ones can talk and move around, and they got a Henry Rollins inside of them? What? And it's cool. I love the shots inside where you see Henry Rollins like pulling switches and gears to operate the giant mech suit.
You better be ready for war. It's almost here, 1999. Could it be the end of new millennium? Send them soldiers out to die tonight. Ride for the cause, working my ball. Be bugging, give no love to these fake ass laws. Most of you need people prepared. I'm pistol up in the air. Let them on loose if you ain't scared. You mother, you don't care, yeah. And I go to war for two things. Challenge me up with my motherfucking cheese. My motherfucking family, understand me. I ain't trying to tell you boy, lick. But in the streets, you need to eat, get your rigs, split, strategize. Minute to mind, time it perfect on the attack. No distraction in the front, do be coming from the back.
What do you think? What do you think about
That's okay. There's the original song part at least. There's so much going
CGI
on.
is so bad. This is what you had to do for a music video back in 1998.
This is
like
so-
you said,
it's so-
no phoning it in. You had to create like an entire new reality that's tangential to the reality that we know from
Yeah.
the movie. You can't just do like the plot of the movie with Bone Thugs dressed like fighting on the side of the elite commandos while Flea and Henry Rollins are on the no. You have to create this like crazy steampunk chamber with smoke everywhere. This looks like the island of lost children.
You know what's funny is I forgot that Flea was in it, and the whole time I was like, this is really bass heavy. Like they're kind of doing too much with the bass here. Like this is not how I remember the song War sounding. But I forgot Flea's on it, so of course it's a whole different thing. This is like I should have known this because I remember the movie coming out. I think they had a really good like Burger King toy promotion.
They would, yeah.
And the thing is, like, I loved Bone Thugs. I still do, obviously. But like me and like my dad like love Bone Thugs. We're from Cleveland, so they're like hometown heroes. But then also around that same time when this came out, my dad discovered Rollins Band, and he likes Rollins Band. He never listened to Black Flag, never knew anything else. But there was a video for the song "Liar." Do you remember that by chance?
By Rollins
It's like
Band?
him on, yeah.
I never listened
It's
to
him
Rollins Band. No.
just like painted. It was a big music video. He's like painted red, like yelling on a park bench, yelling the word "liar," and like my dad liked those. So I feel like this was such a perfect thing. And you know, obviously we love War. You know, War is a classic. We love some War, and you know, Fieldy was pretty cool. Not Fieldy, sorry, Flea was pretty cool. So like, I can't believe this is the first I'm hearing of this. This is a perfect little like amalgamation of all the things we might have liked at that time.
It is. I don't mind it. I don't like the guitar. It's giving fucking Led Zeppelin mixed with P Diddy. Like it's giving like the that rap rock album from Cypress Hill.
Can you give us like just the 4-minute mark around there? Because like I want to see maybe what what the different Bone Thugs might sound like. It's awesome. Okay, they let War get off on it. Like the band that gets off on it hard too. Okay, this is cool. I like this.
This is like a fever dream. You got the fucking CGI Gorgonite, which is meant to look plastic, so it's meant to look not real. Wailing at the top of its lungs while Henry Rollins screams into a camera, and the Bone Thugs rap in fisheye on top of a like platform suspended by chains.
Yeah, that's amazing. It's amazing. And it has a little like steampunk vibe till too, you know.
Totally. I want to hear this bass. I don't know if I like this bass. No, see, the bass is good. It was like that chugging guitar they have. It's too basic. It it's hard to mix metal and hip hop. It's really, really hard to do that.
It's true. We know that. I mean, it's been done. It's been done very well. But it's difficult.
Yeah, by cool people, not by, Flea. Not by whoever's playing guitar on this track. Yeah, I think that's it. I don't know. It was a fun watch, the movie itself. I would never showed us
the Phil Hartman clip.
Yeah, okay. I'll show you guys the Phil Hartman clip. I would recommend it if you got nothing better to do. It is kind of, they don't go as crazy as you would like to. It's funny because it is violent and there's a lot of political commentary because the main billionaire is played by, again, spacing on Dennis Leary, who's playing basically a meaner version of the Clamp character from Gremlins 2, which was like an aloof, out of touch billionaire who's like kind of got a mind like a child who doesn't understand the ramifications of his flippant and lofty orders, and because I'm pretty sure they just hired him because he goes on a rant about how toys aren't like what the commercial portrays them as.
Yeah, and this is like around the time of like the Frappuccino rant.
That's like why they hired him. They hired him to either write a rant about how toy commercials mislead the audience, or they wrote that and then thought immediately Dennis Leary should do this, obviously. Okay, I'll play this clip. It's really short. The elite commandos are trying to drug the next door neighbors so they can kidnap the not like other girl's daughter and use her as ransom to get at the hero and his Gorgonites that he's harboring. So
wow,
they've invaded the neighbor's house, the small soldiers.
This is straight terrorism.
Oh, and the small soldier has lobbed a sleeping pill into her drink. So that's what she's about to drink, yeah. But that's not really important. In case you're watching.
I think World War II was my favorite war.
Just thought that was a pretty good performance by Philip. He just like
I think he nailed it.
He just looks over. I think World War II is my favorite war.
Like we just learned a lot about that couple in that one little 2-second interaction.
Yeah,
he's kind of a goofball, kind of aloof. And she clearly doesn't really care. So I think is that the characters we're supposed to know him as? That sound right?
Yeah, he's an asshole and she's a drunk. So
yeah. We caught that, and yeah, that is something an asshole would say. I think World War II is my favorite war.